Good morning. It is my pleasure to participate today in this Congress. I want to thank in the name of EASOM for having invited us to talk about the EASOM mission and OM, occupational medicine, education and training before and after COVID-19 pandemic. EASOM was founded in 1993. Its mission was to promote cooperation between institutions involved in the training of medical doctors in general and specialists in occupational medicine in particular, as well as other occupational health professionals. Furthermore, to develop the exchange of knowledge, skills, and experiences in teaching and training between EASOM members institutions. The vision added value to member schools via access to European academic networks, improvement of European teaching for students' curricula, specialist training and continual professional development, exchange of students between EU countries, and development of a quality assurance system for education and training that could be endorsed and adopted by member schools. To put all this into perspective, we can say that EASOM mission and vision made enormous sense at the time our association was founded and still does. At that time in Europe, the so-called Framework Directive on occupational health and safety had recently come into force. The Erasmus program has been also launched and various directives are being issued to facilitate the mutual recognition of professional qualification and diplomas, all that to ensure the free movement of professionals among member countries. At that moment, and still it was clear that effort must be made to define common competencies and harmonize the minimum training requirements for each profession. And I have to mention also the Bologna Declaration in 1999 with the idea of creation of European higher education space and area. The challenges faced by EASOM have evolved over the years. In order to respond to these demands associated to each moment, EASOM has launched different initiatives and developed a variety of activities. Finally, he has also contributed to the achievement of important objectives in the field of occupational medicine training. The activities offered by EASOM are a number of them. I'm not going to get into detail of all. They are here in this slide contained, and only I will go in detail in some of them, especially to summer school. EASOM Summer School has been, over the year, a constant source of exchange of experiences, ideas, and other things among EASOM members, and a space for meeting, for fostering partnership and cooperation, as well as unique occasion for enjoyment in beautiful places all around Europe. From north to south, from east to west, have been taking place EASOM Summer School for the last 20 years. Also, EASOM carry out projects and has participated in the development of a number of European projects and Erasmus projects and occupational medicine teaching modules. We started with our Leonard project on risk communication for workers about health and safety issues, and we follow with other important projects as EMUTON, led by Professor Ludwig Bregman from the University of Ghent, and Virtual Patient Project, led by Professor Katja Radon from Munich. Both of them has been awarded and both of them must be highlighted. And at present, EASOM is supporting a new EU project, which is on digitalized education in Europe beyond the pandemic. Again, virtual patience and problem-based learning that has been launched and supported, as I said, by EASOM. This is only a very short summary of this project. I want to highlight Emuton, a free learning module. You see there the website, the link, with the minimum training contains in OM for undergraduate medical students in the European community. It was considered a successful hit by the European Union Directorate General for Education, and is being in use in many universities of Europe and outside Europe also, in Turkey, in Egypt, and other countries, as I said, outside our continent. Virtual patient work and network project led by Professor Katja Radon has been also a very successful one. It consisted on the creation of a virtual patient platform based on Casus system from the Ludwig Maximilian University of Munich. And finally, it has been created a comprehensive virtual patients database, which has been translated and now is available in several languages. As I said, this project has been also awarded and is very prestigious and well recognized. And here we got the link for those that are interested in the project we are working and supporting now from EASOM, and that is open to collaboration with other partners. In certain tasks we have to carry out in the next future. We offer also the bulletin with the news and summaries of our activities and some statement and position papers. I want to highlight the last one that was after the Riga Summer School in 2019 that was published in the International Journal of Environmental Research and Public Health, and put on the table the importance of training at different levels, training doctors, training nurses on occupational medicine, also to aware on the importance of occupational cancer. Undergraduate training of occupational medicine has been a question and a concern for EASOM members. This is because we realized with this survey that a number of European medical schools do not include occupational medicine or occupational health at all, or if they do, only few hours are devoted to this subject. This is not good, it is clear, but it is worse if we consider that has been described that poor training, it is accompanied normally of a negative attitude of occupational medicine, of occupational or towards occupational health. However, or on the contrary, training undergraduates at the medical schools in occupational medicine has shown to raise awareness and bring about a positive and significant change of attitude toward occupational etiology and war-related diseases. We can understand how important it is the achievement of this goal of have a good training of medical doctors and the medical school when they are undergraduate from the very beginning and before to the specialization also. EASOM, it is now having room for members from 19 countries in Europe. This here, you can see here the list of the countries that are represented in EASOM. In our last presential summer school and in our Riga statement that was published in 2020, it was said and concluded that medical school, universities, and international scientific associations have a crucial role to get this recognition and adequate training in occupational health and at this undergraduate level. University centers are connected internationally and can cooperate in achieving essential goals, such as developing a standard basic curriculum in EU countries or establishing minimum training requirements in occupational health for health professionals and others involved in occupational health. EASOM has been also involved in other levels in postgraduate training, and particularly in the training of specialists in occupational medicine. Considerable effort has been made to have a basic common curriculum in Europe, to establish training standards and promote standardization in occupational medicine specialist training within the European Union. From defining the competencies to evaluation, EASOM has participated and support all the tasks that has been done to develop this training and this common curriculum for specialist training in occupational medicine. In this slide, you can see that EASOM was participating from the very beginning in the development of the agreed European competencies of occupational physicians. I'm not going to detail that. This is only to show you how involved has been from the very beginning. Recently, an European exam in occupational medicine has been launched by UMS OM section and has been in collaboration with EASOM that has given full support to this initiative. In fact, the seed of this European exam started nearly in 2014 on the occasion of the summer school, EASOM summer school at the University of Glasgow. And in that moment, it was starting the process to establish MCQ, multiple choice questions, after approval of the ETRS, and 10 small working groups on the EITRS topic were created. And they have been working on creating a database along the year with collaboration of EASOM. Some EASOM members have been very involved also in the proposal of MCQ question and in this data bank. I'm not going to be very deep in the topic, but I must highlight the importance of this first European assessment in occupational medicine that likely took hold before the outbreak of the pandemic. It took hold the 23rd of January of 2020. It was really a moment very special for us, and it was the result of deep collaboration between different societies that there were not so in deep collaboration until that moment, but even they were before. And the exam was approved by SESMA, and when we were there, observers of the official observers told about this or comment about this exam like a real milestone in the history of occupational medicine. And I must say that we put quite a lot of effort on this. Of course, members of UMS, and particularly the president of UMS until this year, Professor Alenka Senhard, and of course, Kari Regula, Francesco Cova, Simon Balteris, that has participated also as examiner in the second appraisal. And we could celebrate because behind the scenes, there is a good understanding among persons, a good understanding about good colleagues, sorry. So this is why these things work and why we succeed at the end of the day. In time of crisis, there are some opportunities. SARS-CoV-2 pandemic has been terrible, has been very tough for medical doctors, very demanding. and has created a lot of struggle for occupational physicians. But COVID-19 pandemic brought something good, which is the essential role of the occupational physicians has become visible. And this is not very common. We need visibility. So we think from EASOM that this is a good opportunity because we have quite a lot of challenges, much more now because we are still in pandemic crisis. But there are a list of unresolved issues that go back years and need an adequate response. For example, no proper appreciation of the key role of our specialty, misconception that persists that occupational medicine represents the employer interest. This is a misconception that still is there in our workers, that they prefer to go to the medical doctor at the National Health Service before to go for counseling, even to the occupational specialist, the occupational physician. So all these things has to do in some way with visibility and raise awareness on the important role of occupational medicine. And also because we got a progressive decline in the number of specialists in occupational medicine in many countries. And the average of the age of those that are occupational physician is not very, it is quite old. Over 50, most of them. So this is something that must be changed. We must take action on this. There are a big number of questions, a big number of issues that we could discuss, we could get into debate, and unfortunately not be there at this Congress physically or personally, but to debate, that I will be in touch and also connected. And I must say to finish that present challenges and preparedness for future challenges that will come and future crises need an occupational medicine and occupational health strong, and they must be supported by three basic pillars of fundamentals, which is training, good training at different levels, undergraduate, postgraduate, and also continuous medical education, raise awareness, visibility of occupational medicine, occupational health, and collaboration, but not with words, with facts. We must collaborate, we must cooperate, and we must pull in the same direction from different universities, with different cultures, with different languages, from different associations, with different spirits, missions, and ambition, but because we all want a strong occupational medicine and a strong occupational health, we need to cooperate and pull, as I said, in the same direction. To debate on this and get bonds, links, and opportunity to foster collaboration, I want to invite to our most important room for joint activities and get together, which is the summer school. In 2023, in Catania, Italy, beautiful places, good colleague, and the best atmosphere to promote occupational medicine and to face all the challenges that we must face in every moment. So we wait for you. You will be very welcome. And I want to give thanks again to everyone this time for listen to this maybe long and boring talking about EASOM, but I hope can be inspiring to join us and get together, because together we will be strong. Thanks a lot.